Gentlemen, you will permit me to put on my spectacles, for I have grown not only gray, but almost blind in the service of my country. Every post is honorable in which a man can serve his country. Having now finished the work assigned me, I retire from the great theater of action. To be prepared for war is one of the most effectual means of preserving peace. A people unused to restraint must be led, they will not be drove. Remember that it is the actions, and not the commission, that make the officer, and that there is more expected from him than the title. There is nothing so likely to produce peace as to be well prepared to meet an enemy. The right wing, where I stood, was exposed to and received all the enemy's fire. I heard the bullets whistle, and, believe me, there is something charming in the sound. Let us therefore reanimate and encourage each other, and show the whole world that a freeman, contending for liberty on his own ground, is superior to any slavish mercenary on earth. 3 things prompt men to a regular discharge of their duty in time of action: natural bravery, hope of reward, and fear of punishment. If we desire to avoid insult, we must be able to repel it. If we desire to secure peace, one of the most powerful instruments of our rising prosperity, it must be known that we are at all times ready for war. It is better to offer no excuse than a bad one. If freedom of speech is taken away, then dumb and silent we may be led, like sheep to the slaughter. My mother was the most beautiful woman I ever saw. All I am I owe to my mother. I attribute my success in life to the moral, intellectual, and physical education I received from her. Human happiness and moral duty are inseparably connected. 99% of failures come from people who make excuses. There is nothing which can better deserve our patronage than the promotion of science and literature. Knowledge is in every country the surest basis of public happiness. Perseverance and spirit have done wonders in all ages. A sensible woman can never be happy with a fool. Happiness depends more upon the internal frame of a person's own mind than on the externals in the world. The harder the conflict, the greater the triumph. Wary is the interest paid by those who borrow trouble. If we desire to avoid insult, we must be able to repel it. If we desire to secure peace, one of the most powerful instruments of our rising prosperity, it must be known that we are at all times ready for war. To encourage literature and the arts is a duty which every good citizen knows to his country. Real men despise battle, but will never run from it. Strive not with your superiors in argument, but always submit your judgment to others with modesty. Death, the abyss from where no traveler is permitted to return. The basis of our political systems is the right of the people to make and to alter their constitutions of government. The time is near at hand which must determine whether Americans are to be free men or slaves. Someday, following the example of the United States of America, there will be a United States of Europe. No pecuniary consideration is more urgent than the regular redemption and discharge of the public debt. On none can delay be more injurious, or an economy of time more valuable. I had rather be on my farm than be emperor of the world. Religious controversies are always productive of more acrimony and irreconcilable hatreds than those which spring from any other cause. To be prepared for war is one of the most effective means of preserving peace. Do not suffer your good nature to say yes when you ought to say no. Remember that it is a public, not a private cause that is to be injured or benefited by your choice. Those who have committed no faults want no pardon. We are only defending what we deem our indisputable rights.